slam, lag get wrecked. We still run through, whole squad yelling. This one's for you. Cause the duck is live. Turn it up, we ride. From the dirty side we slide. Hit start, let it fly. Let it fly. Cause the duck is live. Drop a duck in the line. If you're down for the vibe, say quack one time. Quack, 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 quack one time. Quack one time. Head flip back. Lean in the cam. Big break plays. Cat screaming. Blam. Leg try to bite. We break right through. Whole squad wallet. It's wins for you. Joystick slap. Heat in the zone. Mars in the back. Garden the throne. Street so lit. We melt that Q. If you part of the flock, then you already knew. Cause the duck is live. Turn it up. We ride. From the south, we slide. Hit start. Let it glide. Let it glide. Duck is live. Drop a high in the line. If you're down for the vibe, say quack one time. Quack. Bass hit hard. Feel it in the chest. Ducks on the pond. Better than the rest. Tennessee heat. Burning through the wire. Hype so hot. Set the check on fire. Some girl bringing gold on the screen. Hottest squad that you ever seen. Lock and loaded. Ready for the run. Break house gang. Yeah, y'all number one. Number one. Number one. Number one. Turn the volume up high. If you ride with the rock, go ring with the sky. From the south, we slide. Let's start. Let it fly. Trust the duck is live. 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 Click in the chat. 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 Cause the duck is live.
Hey y'all, Clutch Luck here. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome back to No Man's Sky. Now, as you may have read in the description or the title, I'm thinking about building a battleship. I had this idea of building a US Navy style battleship out of a Corvette. And I want to see if I can make it happen. Do I have a plan? No, not really. Can I make it happen? Maybe? Question mark. But we're going to find out. And with the Swarm, we're about a week in now. And it's only at 20% for the group thing, where everybody has to participate. So we can't complete any more of the missions until that gets done. And going by the way it's going, we got 60 days to finish. Well, it's less than that now. So I say maybe in about 2 more weeks, it'll be done unless people start kicking up and playing more. But as you see, I'm outside my ship. Let's get my right clothes on. There we go. And we're good to go. What is those green? Oh, I think I got the 2 ghost ships or something. That's what that green is by my freighter. If you're wondering, this is the ship I was messing with last time. I think it came out all right, actually. I am going to keep it, but I will have to sacrifice another ship. What's that? I'm not used to seeing that symbol too much. But heck, why don't we go to it and see what the heck it is? Now, they did say in the regular game like this, there would be swarm attacks that you could run into. I haven't yet, but I would enjoy doing another swarm battle, especially in this thing. Let's see how far it says we're away from it. And it's not giving me any data whatsoever. So I could keep going towards it for a minute and then see what happens from there. I just blew past something. Let's just back out for a second. Map. I'm so far away from the spaceport, it'll be pointless now, so I'm just going to go to the next one over, hit the spaceport there, and then we can start maybe working on the ship. I have a general idea, but the size is where it might get me. So I can go up to 200 parts, so there's that. But the size of a battleship, to get everything to look right, that's going to be the thing. And I'm definitely going to have to place some things probably off of the space station on it to make it look right, like guns and things like that. These entrances back here they are functional and you can get into the cockpit from here. I just prefer going up that ladder since it's so close. And of course I do have the ladders going down into these if I wanted to use them. But if I'm landing on a planet, a lot of time the grass will actually show through it and then it'll glitch me out and send me the next floor up or even outside of the ship. But I wanted the ship to lay completely flat on the ground. I didn't want any of it to look like you could see the landing gear or anything like that. So that's why I did it like this, because I thought it just would look pretty cool. I did my best to make this a part of that, but once I got this into here too much, you couldn't even get into the cockpit. So I had to sacrifice the design slightly. All right, let's bring out the one I'm going to replace. And I'm not sure which one it is. This is the giant scorpion. I'm actually proud of this one. I'm going to keep it. Let's see. Speed of this one. This one, I think, is one that I wouldn't care if I lost, but we'll see. Had a buffer. Oh, that sucks. It's got to be YouTube being YouTube. This one is not bad though. It's not a bad looking ship, and it, for the most part, came out the way I want. Let's check out one other one. I think it's under a different name. I think it's the one I made look like a giant gun. This one. And this one's also pretty cool. But it's like I'm running out of space, so I gotta make choices. This one, I could literally make it again without any trouble. This one looks like it's flat, at least here, because I want it to look like literally it's a giant gun. It was meant to be like, this is a rail gun here. This is the supports. It lands flat. But when it lands, it never lands flat because there's never flat ground on the planet. At least with the other ship that I designed, when it goes flat, it will lay there even if, you know, it's bleeding through. Hey, Jam, how's it going? All right, we're gonna sacrifice this one. Create new Corvette. All right, now before I start, I made a temporary drawing to get an idea of what I was wanting to do. I kind of drew it out on paper, so I can't show you, unfortunately, but we're gonna start some music though. Gotta have the music for when I'm building. All right, make sure my Twitch chat's up and I can see both of them. There we go. Awesome. Under the ship, the landing gear, because it's going to have to be flat to the ground again, but I won't put any of the actual ship cabin stuff on the ground, I think, just to save glitchy shit from happening. Landing gear, I'm thinking this would make more sense, but I think I'll do like those and some others too. So we're gonna bring that to this back far as it'll let me go here, so we'll take you to here, and next to that I'm going to put another landing gear, this one here. Then up here we'll have another landing gear about this far up and one in front of it. I think that's a good distance. Well, no, because I'm gonna have to bring that back probably a little more. Again, I'm not even sure exactly how I'm going to get this to lay out the way I want. I think Titan class would make more sense for a battleship. 240p, yay, Eva. How's it coming through on your end, Jam? All right, this is as far as I could. That's probably too far. Let's get a Titan class there. All right, because it's going to have to swoop up. So let's get the swoop up done already. I'm thinking this one, maybe. But I do want to make it wide enough. So that's going to be a thing too. So I got to keep that in mind. Because this just doesn't work as like a ship thing. So rotate there. So okay, that will work. Going up, I'm just gonna make sure if I make it too long. Let's see how far I can take this out. Okay, I can take it to like right there. Okay. That's the area going up, and then the rear, I definitely would have to have a swoop up also. So we'll stick with the same kind. Put that there. Now here, I don't know if I want to go with a single set of thrusters, or I make like the back like flat and wide. Actually, I think the back should be flat and wide. Get rid of that. So let's get these. More of the Titan. So I don't know, about 4 wide maybe. Let's see. No, I need a couple. It's gonna have to be a big ship. So 1, 2, I think 5 would do it. And then we just take you up to here. And it would just have to get skinnier, I guess, closer to the front once I get there. And maybe like as I get to right here, I'm gonna have to put like a single one there, but I just put something somewhere I didn't want. And then you here. Let's get whatever I placed under gone. All right. And then I need singles here. And then a single here. I think that will do what I want. If not, I can delete those, so it'll be fine. And then here, because it's going to have to come out a little farther, so I'm going to have to duplicate you. Okay, because it's going to have a big upper deck, and I think 3 down there is good. And then closing it to a point down here with something, because it looked like a ship. Like that probably would work. Let's get down on level. Something like that maybe, but how about I make that go straight across there? Because it wouldn't look right if I tried to do it like that. I would have to do like another one out from it and fill that in. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do, is just take that all the way up to there and put another one in. But then, no, that ain't gonna work, because see, it's still 6 down and I don't like that. But if I could get that to stay there, it, you know, it might do something. I don't know, we'll figure it out as we go. So far, this is probably the start of what I want anyway. All right, but we're gonna have to bring the height up now, so because the upper deck is gonna square off up here, because it would be like the landing pad for jets and things like that would be up there also. Maybe bring you out to here up top though. Leave the bottom closed. Because one side actually usually in some of these ships stick out farther anyway, so that would make sense. All right, this thing's gonna be humongous. I'll do singles back there, but I know on like some battleships, the things on the side, it's not in the center, so it would be like right around here, not all the way to the front, not all the way to the back. So maybe in like this spot, and I probably have to go maybe too high. Well, let's go singles. Single here. I want it to be like in the middle, going up, and then another tall one up top. Come on, get up there. Anywhere I want you, but I can make it work. And then another. I think actually I'm gonna delete you, put the ambassador there, because it's gonna be like the, you know, the battle part of the ship, the control center and stuff like that. I don't know if I like that. I'll probably close parts of that in, I think, but with shorter pieces. So like maybe, where is the one? Something like this, where it's a little shorter than the other one. I can't really stack them because they don't square up very well. Maybe if I did this. Honestly, I think it should go down one. I think that's too high. So there. Continue working. Okay, I think that'll be high enough. We're not done. And obviously, I think here should be gone. That, and it's gonna have to be a single up top. I have an idea what I'm gonna do with keeping that as a single up top. Okay, there we go. That's the way I'm gonna have this for now. I guess honestly I could take you out and put a whole one in here and up top in the middle. Because I do want to make that big enough. So we got that. I think that's a good idea of what I'm going to do. I just got to figure out what I'm going to do here to make that look right. Huh. That would work. Maybe up there. It ain't terrible. But, I don't know. We'll figure it out. This probably would be better up here, though. It would be better if I have it in the right position, though. Yeah. That actually works up top there. It's not... I would rather it be in more of an angle, though. Like, sharper like this. But I need it flat, also. Like this, I think, might work. Yeah. That's a little more sharper. I like that. Alright, so we got that one there. Because on a lot of battleships, they do kind of start to point towards the front, but they still got a squared off front where they point. I could make this a single and then put something there. Or just get rid of all three of these and put something else in between those. But I'm not sure what would look right there, so we'll keep that as it is so far. Because we got that going up like that, we got those there, and that looks like it could be correct. I just need this to go back more now. Need you to hide. Because actually that's gonna have to go back even more. Let's get rid of them for now. I got the ones in back. They're good enough to at least keep it from giving me errors. So this I need under here. Because like I said, I want it to go all the way to the bottom. I don't want it to be sticking out like that. All right. I could do another one of these down here. So that helps there. So that, yeah, that helps with that, but it doesn't help close that in. I could do these. Still gonna leave part of it though, which think as I made that on the sides, I guess I could curve one level in, maybe, and maybe even make it one more level taller. I don't know. Let's see how the bottom turns out, and I'll go from there. Smooth. This, I think, probably a good one, but I don't think it'll line up correctly. Yeah, see, it won't line up with that, and this is probably not long enough. Actually, that would work, and then get rid of you. Replace that with that. Under there. Nope, I would have to do another set of these going down. Maybe. See, I need it for the front. So that gets me to a point where it gets kind of weird. Now that would work, but that smoothness looks a lot better though. So I want to stick with that. Go back to this. All right, and let's check out. That's probably going to be the smoothest one, because I don't want that, and that comes up short. Actually, because it's coming up short, that actually, oh, dang it, where'd I put that? Because that comes up short, that actually bumps that a little bit better. But what am I going to do down here? Because I got nothing to if I could glitch this in and put one on top of it, and then put those in, then that kind of would work, but dang. They really didn't give me anything I could really make that work with. What about, would you fill that in? You're too big. And you're facing the wrong direction. Yeah, because the cockpit goes up here. This is the front of the ship. So, why is it... Let me make sure I got the ship pointing the right direction. Nope. I'm gonna have to move things around. Alright, so you need to go down this end then. I'm doing all this, and then I'm... I gotta think backwards. Alright. At least I figured that out now, before I got too far. But fixing this stuff around is not going to be that hard. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, so... delete these. I have the general idea what I'm doing down here, so... I know I just deleted all the landing gear doing that, but I don't care at the moment. Alright. I'll mess with that in a bit, and I'm not that worried about it. My thing is, should I make the ship taller, like thicker, I mean, it might make it harder for me to do what I want, though. Alright, so let's start with getting these in. One, two. And then the outsides go bye-bye. You go bye-bye. You go bye-bye. And then the outside go bye-bye. Because, yeah, 3 up front is what I originally had, so... And then I had some more going up this way. But, yeah, let's just do this. Make that going there. And then, what would I need to go one more level up of those? Actually, let's get rid of this. Get these. Alright. Then get some more of these. Alright. And then we would have to do another one down here. So let's just copy. Alright. That's, I'm gonna have to actually, I would have to literally, I'm gonna have to raise this thing up one more to make that right. But I wish I had a counter of how many parts I'm using. I think that's gonna end up being too high. Yeah, because I think I'm gonna run out of parts I can use. Alright, so we're gonna go back on that. Delete these. I can make it longer. I don't think I should make it higher. That's the thing. And plus I got to get my shape again so I can do this correctly. You need to be complete in the back. Oh, let's delete that. Do I have 2 of these? Nope, I have doubles. Alright, so you go there. These can go bye-bye. You can go bye-bye. Double you up. Delete you, double you up. There. There. Oop, I skipped a spot. Actually, while I'm thinking about this, let's get rid of 2 of these. Because I'm going to have to bring it out one more anyway. So we'll do it like this. I can hide you up in there. And actually, let's put you in there too. All right, then I just need to copy you, and then 2 small ones. Small ones, not big ones. Oh, actually I did. Yeah, I guess it would make sense if I actually put another one in there. Let's just do that then. We'll sandwich that like that. There. Now the back is even. This should be on this side of the ship now. Back here. There we go. You're back in the center. There we go. What I plan on doing here is I think I'm going to hide the cockpit up here. So honestly, I would have to make this work right. I might have to get rid of you. Maybe put the I could put the cockpit here and leave this as an open area with just windows. But yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Get rid of you, copy you. We'll just do a double stack going up of the thin ones. And then I guess you make more sense like right here on it. Because what I'm thinking is, I'll show you just real quick. Windows, I can put these right there. And then that would look like the, you know, the control tower of the battleship. I could put, I like actually that like that more than anything. I don't want it to stick out. I want it to be in like that. Yeah, so just those like that. In front, no. Back, yes. Then I know I'm jumping ahead of what I was planning, but we're gonna just go with it. Maybe this piece. How do you look? Yeah. Okay. And then here, the cockpit can be like up there. Or I can get rid of that and put the cockpit right there. Continue. I think that'll work. That's not bad. And I can put like some kind of radar dish or something there and something on the roof. I think, yeah, that'll work for now. Because if I went with this one, it doesn't match. There's also the option is I can hide the cockpit up here. I have to make this bigger, but I'll show you. If I take double this, get another set of windows, close this in, and then delete this, I can put the cockpit right there, and then that hides that in there completely. And I just, well, I didn't want to do that. I want to copy. Stop copying it. I want to copy the damn piece there. And then I would have to do this, bam, to make it look right. But yeah, I like hiding the cockpit like that a little bit better though. So let's go with that for now. I'll stick with that idea, and then if I don't like it, I can always change it. But I do really like the idea of hiding the cockpit where you can't see it behind that glass. And it looks kind of neat. Dave, I'm sorry for the late introduction, but how you doing tonight? All right. Since I'm kind of confused what I'm going to do at the front, The back, I know I want to do completely flat all the way across. Let me see something real quick. I'm going to look at my sketch that I made earlier. Look, more of the rear. All right, there we go. I really wish I could show you all what I'm thinking, but unfortunately I can't at the moment. Get rid of you. I do want to curve up maybe the end of it a little bit, so using this, let's go with this real quick. Not you down there, I need you down here. So I'm gonna have to copy you, put you directly under it. Or instead of doing that, I could do this underneath, but I don't think that'll look right. No, I could do that, but that's gonna need more pieces, so I'm better off just sticking with these. All right, and we get a angle piece like this that curves. Okay, you're sticking up a little too far. There, I need to come back. Maybe it's up for grabs. All right. See, curving in like that's not bad. Or how about you? You're a little shorter though. So I could move that right there to do that. Let's see what you look like. Huh. You know, that actually looks better like that from this angle. And then I put like a piece hidden up here. Nope, you would have to go back more and you don't stick out far enough. I could run that also. That is not going to run right. I could round that off in there too. Because that'll be hidden when I do this. So where that kind of cuts over there, that ain't gonna matter anyway, and then so it'll let me do it backwards like that, but then it won't. It's funny the way it'll let me do things sometimes, like that. That's weird. I don't want it like that, but that's... Alright, get rid of you. And what about you? Twist it up like this. No. Let's check out what else we have options for here. Ooh, that actually might look better. Get you, flip you. Get rid of you. See, they weren't like that. That would work well. Because they don't like touching each other, and that's the problem. Like it touches under, but then it leaves those lumps. I want the lump to be smooth all the way across if I was going to do it. I guess I could go these on the side also. I just have to figure out how I'm going to make the one part of it blend in. That's going to be the thing. All right, now I know that they have offshoot decks also on the side, like on one side of the ship, plus like another part of it, like there's a place where it drops to the lower deck. So let's cut it out right here. delete you. Put a single in. Or no, too wide actually should probably be better. Yeah, and then I actually could take this all the way to the bottom. Get rid of you. Put single here, single here. And then I would need something curved upwards to give me that cutoff also. So see, doing that with like that would throw it off. I need it to be one complete piece. Wait a minute. If I could get that going all the way across, that would actually work. Yeah, if I could just get that to merge, that would be perfect. All right, what if I did the shorties? Would 2 of those work? No. Okay. That, I can put something right there between them, that would be good. Or, see if the large one will get in. There we go. Awesome. Now I got that open. That's what I wanted, just like that. And then here, I'm gonna put windows. Like, down there, at the bottom. That's there, though. Alright, that's gonna have to go bye-bye. I got one in over at the other part anyway. So, I need a stubby. There we go. Get in there. And then downstairs windows. Let's see. No. I kind of like that. It'll make it look like you can see inside. So, yeah. Alright. We got that. We're going there so far. Alright, continue modifying. And then on the side of this here. Alright, we're gonna take this piece. Bring you out like that. Actually, I should have brought all that up a little bit farther. And I don't know how much farther I could bring this back because of that. Let's see something. Let's see if I can get another one level back. Let's put you here, take you out for now. Why won't it go there though? What's up with that? It won't go there, but it do that. Alright, so I need to move all this up by 1. So delete these. Move this here. Delete you. Delete you. Put a single there. Put the windows. I guess I could put the reactor back there too. So let's do that real quick while I'm thinking about it. Alright, reactor, you go back. You go here. You sit there for now. I gotta stop hitting that button. I really do. Alright. There we go. Now you're closed in. Get you back where you belong. Alright, now stop. You go here. Now, actually, the reactor is showing there also, so that's a problem. I don't know. I can work with it showing. Wait a minute. I got an idea. Put you there. Take you out. Because the glass is going to stay no matter what I do. So that can go there, and then you go there. And then you go there. Alright. And I get my little place right there. And if you're wondering why I'm doing that, because on some battleships they actually have a piece going across there like that. And I'm gonna put this to here then. Get rid of you, because that's far back. It's gonna let me go for now. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get the engines exactly where I want, if it ain't gonna let me get all the pieces on there. Also, alright, so I also need to bring... See, yeah, that'll be fine, because I take that to there. Can I overlap that? No, I would like to make that piece part of it overlapped, but I don't like that little gap. Can I stick something else there that'll fill it in and still look right? Like one of these. Sometimes that will go through things, even if they're not supposed to be. You? No, you're not going to do it either. Let's put something else there then. Like, no, you're too small. You wouldn't work right. You fit. If I have something across the deck, that would work, but no. Okay. Or, okay, let's do this. Is there anything that's skinny enough to do this idea I got? You're not rounded enough. You might work, actually. Flip you. Why don't you go in the direction I want you to? That's the direction I want it to go. Okay. Let's see how you look from here. Alright, that's gonna look like it's got a lifter. I don't want something straight pointy either. Huh. This? That'll work. I'm going to put weapons here, and one of the weapons is going to be mounted on top of that. Then I'm going to have more weapons down the sides. So I think that will work. Or I could do this. Put that there. No, because I just want that style to be up there. There. Put that there. Like it's a control room for a gun turret, and then something small like that would work, or that. Okay, that looks like it could be like a mount for a turret, so I think I'll go with that. And then down here will be lower turrets. I think I'll do. I don't have a way to make another one lower there, so it'll be fine. All right, now this, let's copy you over here so I can see what I want in the rear end of this thing. All right. All right. We got that there. I need to close you in, or put an engine there. That might work too. But what would look right in that hole? Okay, I can actually put these in and merge it into there like that. That actually works. You ain't gonna see that there anyway like that, so it don't matter. But I do want to put these kind on the rear end of it too. Down that far won't work. Here would work, but it's... I'm gonna have to make things taller probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So I am gonna have to put something here to make that right. So let's go with... That would leave that open to like something like that. But I think that... like that. That way it's still open, but you still have the area for the extra guns. I don't know. It needs to be shorter if I'm going to do something like that. Like this would be needed. But then it has that curve out and that kind of kills it. You won't work, will you? Let's see. No, it kind of helps, but it don't all the way. What about here? Anything here that would make that look right? No, not big enough. Definitely not. Dang. I think this style's probably going to be my best bet. Because if I went with that, it wouldn't, I don't think it would work great either. I think that would work. But it's different across there though, that's another problem. How would these look if I brought them down by one though? I can't bring you down by one or that one. Because there's nothing for it to go down lower on. This one will. But then it kind of hangs over, so it's going to have to go there. And then I'm going to put windows or something in the back to kind of fill in this gap. Why won't you go there? You'll go on the side, but you won't go there? Alright, let me take you off and see if I can get one in there now. There, not there, but what the heck is causing that? Copy you. I was gonna put you there. I'm just seeing. No. It's some kind of glitch or something keeping me from being able to do that. I don't like that. We're gonna put you back there then. And here, maybe I should do that there too. Like, if I'm gonna have something different, but I don't think that'll look right. I'm just gonna have to keep you there and you there. And then maybe another glass, like a window, like here. Here and here. Because these types of windows won't go in there either. Yeah. Makes no dang sense. But yet, that'll go there for some weird reason. Giant satellite dish, yeah, that'll work. If I could shrink it, which I can out of this, but I can't shrink it in here, so we're not going to do that then. Actually, let's get the guns on real quick. See what I got envisioned here. I think this style would look great here, like that. See, I want to be able to rotate them, point them different directions, and I can't do that here right now. But I can leave them there like that, and I'll put another one down in a different direction later on. Let's get rid of that window though, and instead of that there, let's go with like this. Nope, you are not gonna work great, are you? What about you? I'm looking for something that would look right there, or at least be nice there. Too big. If I did rounded there, I would have to put rounded there, and that ain't gonna look right. I could put that diffuser there. A radiator casing, whatever the heck they want to call it. Something like that. Like a storage tank also would work. Like it's, or maybe like that's feeding that. So, change the color to black real quick. And then see if that actually looks like it would match that. No. Where that's kind of the way it is ain't gonna work. What about you? That won't rotate the way I want. That don't look right. This kind of does. Let's rotate it though. Now that looks like it could be feeding that. Because it actually like is not completely flat and it goes into it. Alright, we're gonna go with that. I kind of like that. I'm gonna put those windows there out of it. Or I'm just gonna do that now. Put one here. Because, nope, now you don't want to go there. That's fine. I can do those from inside and it'll go in. It'll get where I want. So it's fine. Alright, so I got this side done. This side over here is going to be flat for the most part. I don't know if I'll have any kind of windows. I might put some ports or something on it, but nothing crazy. That's going to stay like that. And then I'll have like little guns up here also. All right, let's work on getting the front of the ship. Now I can bring this a lot longer than what it is now. All right, you're shorties. Let's get rid of you. Now let's make these the same length. Dang it. All right. All right, now I need to look at the front end of my sketch. All right. All right, let's bring you up to here. Because I can bring that almost up to here somewhere. Three. I think that'll be good. Let's see. Actually, let's take you up to there. Let's get under this thing. All right. I still haven't put anything of those down this way. Let's focus on one side at a time then, like I'm doing now. You need to go there. And one there. Alright, that's the upper deck, and then I wanted to take it over with these. Where are they? Like I did the first time. This one. Was it this one, or... It wasn't that one, it was definitely this one. Because this has more of a point to it, and that brings it up better, I think. I don't know. Or should I bring in the point, like, closer, like, to here? Bring the tip of it more? But what would I do to that point? I could... Because this doesn't need to be so wide down this way. Because I want to stick something out over top of that way a little bit too. Let's go back to here. Well, actually, it doesn't need to be one of those. I could do this, because that's like completely there. I just want to see something. There. You there. There's no really curved short pieces that would work. It's probably that would be my closest piece to maybe getting there. Is something like this. I would rather it be pointed, but we are also doing a space version of it, so it ain't gonna be exact, obviously. And I don't have to do another one down here, and then same thing there, and then I just got to figure out the curve for the under the ship. Let's see. I want to check it from this end. You know, I think I liked it better when it was a little just slightly wider. I'm gonna do that. It looks, the way I just had it actually looked a little closer to what I was talking about, but Wraith, how's it going? I keep wanting to call you Wrath sometimes. Those names sound badass, so I mean, like, it's bad, but still. It's like I gotta get his name right. Alright, we're gonna go with this. Yeah, see, it looks better like that. And then going flat, so we'll cut that off of there. Yeah. It's not obviously dead on, but I think it'll start looking better once I do what I was planning. It needs to stick out just a little bit more up here, so I need a curved piece like this. Wraith with the 5 get the memberships. IJ Buds, Stu got a membership. Pixel Gamer, Wartron, and Guess. Welcome to the flock. Thank you, Stu. All right, now it needs to go at an angle like this, turn you around. And then, or actually I probably need to come back one more. It's probably a little too far back, but we'll go with that so far. And then I need something a little more of a harder angle. So have I, Stu. Farther out that way? Nah, that ain't gonna work. That's too far out. I don't mind it, but it's too far of a piece. Let's see. What about this harder one? That rounds a little too much. I need more of a point. That actually kind of gives me the angle I want. But I don't think that'll work there. What if I did... And I need something a little more blunt like this, I think would work. Alright, is there an end piece that would look great with that? I know this style kind of butts up with that, but they don't have anything short enough. That might work. Let's get rid of you. Try you. Yep, that works. Now this... technically would work, but it's gonna be sticking out farther than I want. So we're just gonna make a compromise and not have it stick out as far. There we go. That works. It's not perfect, but it definitely will work. All right, Stu, have you ever seen the US Naval Battleship, the USS Enterprise, the SS Enterprise? Not the spaceship from Star Trek, but the actual naval battleship. This is kind of what I'm going for, is a naval battleship. But like, obviously in parts I can make it in No Man's Sky, which is not the easiest thing to pull off. All right, I need to get my front end done, so let's do this. I might have to bring it out just a bit longer, which is fine, because I can just bring this up one, like there. You're not going to work, are you? You're going to be a pain in the ass. You will. See how it'll do that, and then when you get to one side and another, it just messes you up. All right, so we're gonna go back one then, and I'll delete this, delete this, delete this. Move these back. It's not a big problem because this I need to make go into that too, downwards. And this piece and these pieces are going to be like my best bet. Like this, no, too short. It's definitely going to have to be the long one. Only problem is, like, I would have to make that whole thing go upwards, and I don't know a way to get that angle going all the way up, and that's a problem. And I also need these to have that front piece like that, so this would work there and bring the ship into looking right, but then there's nothing to angle that in a whole lot farther to make it go down at an angle to meet those, which is a pain in the ass. So to get these to line up with that, that's my thing. Let's put you there. That's just, that part bothers me, but I can't do like these the whole way down either. No, that one's a little too big. What's the style that fits those the best? It ain't that. It's not that one. This might. Let's see. It's still off, but it's not bad either. And it fits the look of a battleship, like armor or something. But getting that to match up to that, that's where I'm kind of puzzled how I'm going to pull off. Like if I just ran these, get rid of that and ran these all the way to the edge, and then ran another one down between those. Let's put just a block here. And well, I don't, and then yeah, because I need a block, the block there. You would go there, another one right next to it, and then this would fill in that space. Which I don't mind it, but then it's like, how do I transition that into this? Because I don't want that to be exactly like that. So doing that one's not going to work. If I did a short one, maybe. This is the smoothest looking one. So let's put you there, you there. Ooh, I'm going too far out. Dang it. Okay, so That would kind of transition that into that, but that kicks down really hard. Then I would need this here, and then somehow get another one, like right into that one. How would I get that to go? I would need that to like slowly creep up. I'm gonna do that like that, but that looks like crud too. What about you? Some of these fit will go in weird, like that will. And that is not terrible. What about this bigger one? It's a little bigger. I just don't like it doing that hard cut. Let's just try doing that with this here. That's not terrible. I just would have to switch these to a whole different style if I did that. Because there's only one thing that angles like that, and that's this. To match even close to that. Because none of the others kind of match up with that one. So that one's not going to work. But what if I flip you, do the same thing to you here? Why won't it connect there? Why is it connecting so far back? I'm going to have to bring you up more and then try that. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to have to go with, because that's the only way I'm going to get even close to a decent transition to make that work and make it look right. Because it'll bother the crap out of me. Most people wouldn't even notice or give a dang, but I will. All right, got that filled in. Now this, I'm gonna have to put this piece in, I believe, to get that to... Nope, it's not that one. You're too much of a hard cut. What about you? You're close. I think that's what I'm gonna go with, because that's probably close as I'm gonna get. Because this one... yeah, this one's the biggest one of the bunch. That would work. It just leaves that kind of gap thing. And for that to make sense, I guess it would... Well, if it's only that centerpiece, it ain't too bad. Yeah, because it's only going to be that centerpiece there. So, yeah, I can work with that. What about this, though? This is sticking out farther over top of that, and I don't want that. So, I think here and here, I'll just put an extra one of these. Oof, no. Maybe the short one? Yeah, let's go with the short one. At least that way it's kind of steps down with that. On the side, I don't like it as much. The side view, it kind of takes away from it. What if I do this on the side? Kind of go with the... I like the smoother ones with them, but if I kind of do this, get rid of these, and go with this style, I think is the one that kind of goes with... No, this one. All right, there. Now that makes more sense matching wise. The sides I'm going to leave like that though, because I think the smooth would look better than this. I don't know. It's not terrible though. I don't, you know what? Actually, I like that. I like it better in the smooth one. So let's delete these smooths. It shouldn't cause me any trouble of what I got going on. Dang it. Come on, go where you need to. Okay, now I do not mind that at all. I actually like the way that kind of makes it look going down the side. And on the rear here, if it looks right, I'm gonna try flip view. I could put that there. No, it kind of cuts into the engines. And I would have to move the engines up here. And big problem with that is you have these, right? But they never want to sit exactly where you have the engines. Swamp, how's it going? Let's get rid of these windows real quick. How you doing tonight, Swamp? Get rid of the engines. See, I can't center that up, right? And this is supposed to be the fuselage pod, cover pod. That's supposed to match up with those and kind of like hide them in place. But you can't actually connect it in place, which is totally stupid. Let's see what other engines look like back here if I went with that style. Let me go grab one of the short ones. This guy real quick. Put you there. And flip you. Go there. I might put an engine or something there too. But for now, we're just gonna go with that. These, I could line up a bunch of those in the back, but I would have to make that stick out farther, I think. Because I like how these stick out on it. Especially this being like such a big ship. And I still want like a little overhang over top also. So like nothing big like this. I would like something like that on it. I think that makes it kind of look better. Actually, and then the rear, is there something that goes along with those that would look better? I think that would, yeah, let's go with those because that's what I was using up front. These here. Okay, that looks a little nicer. Now, if I went with the big engines again, okay, that's actually looking a lot better. That hides a lot of that I was actually not happy with. Oh, heck yeah. I like that so much better. I just wish I could do something with like the sides of it. See, it won't connect. It'll connect this one up here, right? But then they won't connect exactly to each other either. I would have to put that there like that. And then there's no engines that are like sideways like that to work. Because if I could get that on there, I think that would look cool. I don't mind that being there though. But I got that window on that side, so I got to get rid of that because it would have to be on both sides for that to be there. And obviously I got nothing to connect to down there. All right, so let's get the other side started. Get these in. Get you removed. You put in place. There we go. All right, we're part way. I'm going to stop. And I need to put landing gear. I'm going to hide some stuff in the middle here since we got that empty space. Doing great. Just laying dish, relaxing. Oh, that's awesome. How's your kids doing, Swamp? All right, so I do have some reactors hidden, but we're gonna do one of these. Rotate it. It ain't gonna rotate, is it? All right, so these are because I'm gonna use these mostly because they would make sense with something like this. But I also want like almost like an emergency landing gear type deal where if those are out, it can land on regular ground. So we're gonna move you to there. And then this style I think would be best. And one up here. There we go. Now I can move you back to there. All right, and then I got this open space, so we're gonna put some shields and things like that there to kind of hide some of this extra. Come on, I want you directly under there, right there. You just read it. There we go. And this is gonna be hanging down too far, I think. Yeah, you give 11. You give 7, so you're better than that one. 7, 7, 9. Oh, that's 11 also. Let's put you there. So I got 2 extra shields. All right, let's fill this in. Weapons, I'm not worried about yet because I have to find out where they're going to look right on the deck and things like that. There we go. They're good. Glad to be out of school. I don't blame them. Where is my bottle of Tylenol? I ain't got a headache. It's just my neck is kind of hurting. I don't see my Tylenol. Dang it. Now I ain't going searching for it while I'm streaming. All right. So Swamp, I know you just got here. So what I'm doing is, if you seen the Navy ship, it's probably, I think it's retired now, but the Battleship Enterprise, not the Star Trek Enterprise, but the Battleship Enterprise. I'm kind of going with a No Man's Sky version of that. So you can imagine like small ships like that landing on this thing, and I'm going to put some cannons, things like that in, and other decorations to kind of make it look right. I know at the top I probably should have curved it towards the back a little bit, but also I'm getting obviously close without actually being dead on either. Windows wise, I don't think I'm gonna want too many windows showing up. I need to find something I can put across there that looks like bars, like railing. All that's gonna have to be done in the non-mode like this. Windows here. Windows wouldn't look bad there. These won't work, really. But, oh, okay. So I can put windows in. I'm just gonna have to do it in the other mode. But it lets me put those there. Why? Makes no dang sense. Like that just don't make sense to be up there, because I need the mast and things, and that needs to go up. Because the Enterprise did have like a radar mast stuck up, plus another one back here somewhere, I believe. I hid the cockpit up in this section. This, I think I'm going to remove you and put something else there. I don't think I want to put another one of those in. Nope, that's too gappy. Doesn't look like it actually serves a purpose. Maybe this. There we go. I'll go with that for now. I don't know. I'm not happy with it, to be honest. I'm just gonna go until I find something I like. If I got rid of that and put that there, it would work, but too big. Actually, that works. I like that. Yeah, it's definitely a little big. Okay, I still need to add a way to get in and out of it. Forgot that, didn't I? I gotta put that back. Let's just do it up the front. Because I do think I have... That's where that landing gear is, right? Let's move you out of the way for now. Delete you. Move you back one. Put you back. Landing gear is gonna have to... No. I'm gonna have to put that piece back, I think. And find a place maybe on the side somewhere to put the landing gear. Or up here. But the problem is, I don't think it'll line up with those. All right, let's put that piece back. All right, that's back. This, let's see. This is what's gonna drive me nuts. You're gonna have to, that's too far, that's too big. This one. See, that would work if that lined up, but it doesn't line up very well. And I don't like the fact that it's not even. It's not terrible, but it's not great either. And to get that to be out to there would be better. This one's too stubby. Like if I got rid of that, put that there, that would be terrible. And there's no like piece that would work correctly because that drops down, but then that looks totally stupid. So I think I'm gonna have to go with this one and just have to deal with it. Goodness. Maneuverability, really? 97.8. Yeah, I didn't think this thing would maneuver very well. Damage potential's terrible, but I gotta add a lot more weapons. I could hide different engines in here somewhere, maybe, to get to go a little faster, that type of thing. I could remove, like, some of the inside pieces. But this thing ain't made for, maneuvering. Let's see. See, I want to put some of these other weapons in. I also need to be able to hide some of them or angle them a different way. Why? It's connected. Why the heck it's saying it ain't connected? It's let me put it there, then why is it not connected? Yeah, see, it's not connected, but connected there. Really? Kiss my butt. All right, actually, let's do this. We're gonna finalize the current design. Compare. Oh, it's gonna be sad to get rid of all that. Because that's really, really good stuff. Look how much I got on it. It's a beast. Can I add it to my collection? Do I have room? Ooh, I had room enough for another one? Heck yeah, I didn't want to lose that. All right, there's gonna be a lot of stairs and things we gotta add to this. This thing's a beast. And flying it's probably gonna be fun. Okay, let me see, because the cockpit is on that side, so I think I should just do this. Go here. You come, well, come in, you go far over as you can, and then I think I'm gonna go all the way to the back. Alright, that's the back, and cockpit should be right around here somewhere. Let's get some stairs in. Ooh, did I call it? Oh no, this is the next floor up. I forgot. I got all these floors. Well, we find out. Let's go. Heck yeah, I did it. All right, now this, it might be a pain in the butt because I don't know if this is going to actually go inside or out of it. Okay, we are inside. This is not the main part either. The main one's up above. And here's the cockpit. Okay, I'm gonna have to close off some walls to make this easy enough to find. Because if I don't, it's gonna be too easy to get lost in this beast. All right, so first we're gonna close that off. Oh, it only lets me do the sidewalls. Okay. All right, let's just close all these in with storage. Well, these back ones I really don't need to, but I'll close that in there. And that's just this floor. And then I gotta go down another floor and make sure I close off these. And don't close off my main way in either. But it's so big, you know, I ain't got to worry about that too much. All right, we can go for refiners. Okay, there we go. Yeah, let's do this. We will put not that. We'll put a refiner right here too, blocking that path. All right, so this path is blocked. This path is open, but I don't want to. I want to make sure I don't go that way either. We go all the way down there. Okay. Let's just put a sign or something with an arrow. There's stickers. Here we go. This is about the closest thing it looks like an arrow. So we'll just point you this way. And then I need a picture of a ship. I want it on top of it, but that's okay. I'll do this. Shrink you. I need to make you look like you're a part of this. There we go. Now we got an arrow pointing the way you need to go. There's going to be an easier way to get in and out of it too. Instead of going all the way through here. And you got to go up again. Turn around. And go up. Then go up again. And that's going to be roof access from here. Ah, dang. I'm going to have to rotate the stairs some to get that the way I want. Or I'll just leave that there like that. That's fine. There. Now we got roof access. You know, you just have to take the pack up and get up here. But it's not terrible. Alright. See if I can get some of the stuff I was thinking to get on here to make it look cool. Alright, here is... It's a refiner. I think this antenna and these antennas will work for what I'm wanting. We'll start with this one. I have a feeling it's going to cause glitches, but we're going to find out. See, I would like to merge this into this. Part way. Ooh, there we go. That's what I want. Now make you bigger. And we'll put this one on the back here. Shrink it down just a little bit. Alright, and then I need another set of antennas back here. And things like that. So this thing might actually be a good idea. If I can... Well, the purple kind of throws it off. That's a... So, anybody who's not seen my stuff before, tonight, what I'm doing is mostly just whatever the heck I felt like, and I had this idea for a ship, and I remembered there is an actual SS Enterprise naval ship, and I was like, why don't I just try to make that, or something that looks kind of like it, you know what I mean? And that's how we got here. All right, let's make this piece useful. Also, transmitter, vertical one like that. No, let's go with the fat one and shrink you down. I want to color, put something in that would make it look like it's almost a doorway. If I could flip this, no, it won't do what I want. Oh, maybe. If I change the color to black, and I do this. All right, make you bigger. No, dang it, I hate when I do that. I just had that where I wanted it, and then I messed it up. I wonder if the sign would work better if I just partway merge it. Or is it... No, it shows on both sides. Alright. We're gonna go with this. kind of just want to make it look like, okay, that's an entrance to get in. Rusty door. Okay, that worked actually. Makes it look like it's a doorway to get in there. It's straight for some reason. I was able to get it straight. I'm happy about that. Okay, this light would actually be great up here. I want to make you part of that, but we're going to change the color real quick while I'm thinking about it. Go black and just a little bit bigger. Didn't really need to have that antenna there, actually, because it doesn't really show up, does it? Because with me doing that part, this part, it doesn't really show up. That's straight. Yeah, that's straight. Now, I could go back and add something on there. Like the satellite dish. That would actually make sense. Rusty piece. Go. Okay, it ain't gonna go dark as I want it to, but that's fine. We'll put you in there. Replacement. Oh darn, you're just a little out. Maybe if I made it bigger. Alright, we'll make you smaller then. I just don't want the dish inside of it. Like that. There we go. And an angle away from where the other one is. Right there. Cool. Now we got the satellite dish up there. We got that big one with that one. See how it looks like that from there now. Yeah, that's cool. I like the way that is. Hopefully, I don't have too many collision problems, because I guarantee I'm going to having this stuff here like this. Alright. This is where I wanted to put something that looked... Well, not this part over here. Something that looked like bars going across to keep you from falling off. So we're going to go with this. Make sure I can see. Alright, we're gonna have to go from down here. And B. You're not gonna let me do it from like that, are you? Alright. I'll just do it right from here then. Oh, come on, line up. If I have to go back on it some, I will, but... Why is it so much higher here than it was there? No, I actually don't like that now. Let's see if there's something else I can use for bars. Ladder, this would work. If I could get it to merge in there, but... I don't think I can. Oh, here we go. A barricade. Perfect. I just need to not stand inside of it. Alright. Alright, that looks straight. Alright, I need another one next to it. Merge together right there. Then this one's just gonna have to go through it. And there. Awesome. There gives me my railing. Looks like there's a purpose now. I kind of want to put that in there, but that ain't gonna work. I want to merge it into it to make it look like it's part of it. I don't want it crash shipped. Like, I can put crash ships on here to make it look like, but I would actually like to be able to have like ships parked on here. That would be cool. But for the look, I guess I could do that. All right, this would make sense, like as on the takeoff thing if they were like running the rails. But I really just don't have that as something I could put on here to make it look right. This would work though. I can put this stuff over here. I'll shrink you just a bit. And I think I'll do that. I'll make this like the spot where some cargo can go. And then the crane. Needs to shrink down though. I guess I should put it here. Colors need to be closer. Won't let me. Dang. Oh well, I'm just gonna have to deal with it. And you need to shrink a lot too. Alright, so that's where the cargo can load and load off. That's kind of cool, I think. I think I want another antenna. I do want to put a flag up. Heraldry flag. I think that this flag will work. It's going to have to go all the way to the top, though. All right, I'm going to change the colors. I want to get on top of that light there to do this. Let's get the backpack. Ah, I missed it. I'll get it eventually. Really? I know I could stand on these. I've done it before. Just getting that ledge is the bitch. All right, you know what? I'm gonna put something down bigger and then I'll just delete it after I get it down. Like here. Or not. Because, you know, it's basically a slide. Can I put a box up here just for the heck of it? Another box. All right, that should give me the height I want. Getting that lined up perfectly on there is not going to be nice. And that, see, putting it there like that's not going to work either. I would about have to mount it to this. I guess we're just going to have to do it like this then. Not what I wanted, but it'll do. Don't know if I'll keep the flag there or not, but for now, that's going to be the flag. Let me up. Up, up, up. Alright, I am going to have to leave the planet to do a lot of the designs on the outside with the guns, because I'd want to put some really big guns on this thing. And I have to leave the planet for my mod to work. Or not the planet, I need to be on the planet. I have to step far enough away that the game build part doesn't kick in. So that's going to be interesting to get to work. Yeah. This thing is big enough to hold a landing pad, though. That's the funny part. Like, I could put landing pads on this thing. It's gonna cause so much collision damage, though. Why are you hovering? I need you... Oh, it's because you actually have legs. I'm used to putting you on the ground. This is the only one that lays flat. Oh yeah, I can shrink this. Oh, this is gonna be funny. Alright, let's try placing those once we're on the planet, see what happens. I'll change the colors and things like that on this in a bit. Let's just see if this thing will even fly with the things I've done to it so far. Okay, no collision. I only have one weapon. Oh no, I have two weapons. Alright. Let's go on this planet. Scan it. Frozen planet. That's gonna be fun to work with. Is there a not frozen planet? I can deal with radiation. At least it ain't cold. It'll be extra warm, that's all. They have been better about letting you put things on the outside of the ship and it not causing collisions now. So that's definitely helping. I can tell this ship definitely needs some speed upgrades. But we're getting her. I do want to put some numbers on the side of the ship also. All right, let's aim a little bit better. There we go. Oh, moored. A moored. Out of my way! Ah! Ah! Jeez! Out of the way, jerks! Stop warping in on me! My steering's not the I have like a 98 mobility. Kind of curious how the landing gear on this thing looks once you land too. I need to find a relatively not terrible place to land. This will work. All right, let's take the quick way out. Now, I am going to have to slap a base piece down to do this, though, I believe, because I have to get the parts that I want come up, I think. Yeah, I can't get the Corvette ship parts to come up, Okay, that's not bad looking. What the heck is that? Might as well scan the for anything near here. All right, just gonna slap one of these down for now temporarily. I won't keep this planet. It's not terrible though. I'm sure radiation storms are gonna be a pain in the ass. Claim base. There we go. See, now I got the parts. All right, we're gonna go with these first. Look how much bigger I can make these. Come on, don't make me. I've been able to raise the size of these up all the time, and now there. I'm just going to have to make them bigger here. Yeah, there we go. Did you just resize on me, you jerk? Fine. But at least I can V. Aha! There we go. Out of base range? I'm right in the base, you dumbass. Let's see if it'll let me do it from down here. Alright, stand near here, hit B. Yep, it won't let me do it. Dang. That would have been so cool if I could get that to put some, not that big, obviously, but some big guns on this thing. All right, you need to get like right there. I wanted the size to be, but so snapping, it'll do it. Just can I rotate? No, so no matter what on the ship, it's not going to let me point things the directions I want. All right, let's just hide some weapons. Like I do want torpedoes. I got room I can hide in here, or part way under that. That works for me too. All right, I'm gonna have to do this from here then. Because it obviously needs more weapons to even look like a battleship. So having them on that would be kind of dumb looking, because I think it just needs like them and some down the sides, maybe some on this side too. Well, the jets would be parked around this part, and then the guns would be there on that side. Some on, yeah, I guess there would be some on the side of the ship actually. So I'm gonna have to jump back off and do it from here. Here we go. Yeah, like that. No, I don't want you like that. It keeps wanting to go up, and I don't want it there like that. Where'd it go? Did it disappear inside? Alright. What about doing these here? Well, no, I got those there. What about this? I don't like it on the sides there. I think I'm just going to leave it off of there. I could actually have that there if I wanted. I guess I could put, like, this there, because it's not going to interfere with me and be able to get in and out of the ship. It makes more sense to have at least something at the tip of the damn ship also. As I've moved back, then it is going to be within my walkway. I'm going to have to get closer. Why'd it do that? Why are you going standing straight up like that, like a dummy? That looks so stupid. All right, so I got that. I'll put that there. See if I could get these, would have been able to get like these angled in a certain way like that, and enough of them put up, that wouldn't have looked bad because that would have gave me the angles I want. Huh, this actually might give me what I want here though, which I kind of wanted like some kind of side pieces. Like right under here, and then I need something that looks kind of like a small antenna. Got these, they're too big. I guess I could go with this and just shrink it down. What about you? No, I think this one's probably going to be my best bet. The kind of look like I could get it as a part of it. There we go, shrink. There we go, it's kind of melted in there. G, we're gonna go dark. Actually, we're gonna go orange to match that stripe there. All right, go back to these pieces. This I would like on the top up here. I just like the pattern it has on there, and it would work for what I need. But it's all right. Now it's level. Enlarge you. Like right here, I think would be where to put it. It still works. That's the funny part. It lights up. It's not where I want it though. It needs to be back here. And then level and there. How do you look? Are you level everywhere around? Yes. Because there is, like, on a lot of these carriers, there is like something where you would have doors and it would lower in. It'd probably make more sense if I had it over here because of that. And you know what? I think that's what I'm gonna do. It just makes more sense over here. All right, you're directly under. Everything looks like it's level. Okay. You know what? That makes more sense there. We're gonna go with that. Facing that direction probably be better though. There we go. Okay, yeah, that looks straight. All right, cool. Now we got like the crane. It can lower cargo down into the lower decks. I don't know. I'd rather have a lot of the weapons hidden, but it still works. I kind of like make it like a tracking thing, but it might just be a little too much. Let's see what else. Actually, no. This is what I was wanting to put here. These. And then I still got to add the windows in the back. I need a light. Shrink you. There. I guess I need another one actually. Emergency light, where was it? Or just do this. That way I don't have to resize them, make them different. Having these actually on a deck would make sense too. Getting lined up though would be kind of a pain. Let's see. Plus, I think if I put too many lights, it might cause problems with some of the visuals. Alright, let's go inside, see if I can place these now. I gotta go to the very basement. What the heck? Are you not gonna let me up there? It is. So, it's when I have them up high like that, it tends to not let me up there sometimes. Lights. There we go. Like one of these here. Oh, I just didn't want to go there. Okay. Just go down the end this way. Tammy, how's it going? All right, this is that area there. Don't get back here. Is it this floor or the next floor up? All right, that's those engines. I think I got to go up one more floor. Wait, where's my stairs at? Okay. Where's the stuff I put into block walls? Okay, well, that's not supposed to be in here. Oh, great. I got a missile freaking thing inside. Great. I could delete that whole section, but then it's gonna get rid of that stupid thing. Really? There. Got my way back around it. Okay, back wall all the way down. Windows. I need snap placement. Come on. Don't fight me. All right, we're gonna have to go outside the ship and see if it'll let us do it then. See, I can get up here just fine, but no, doesn't want to let me down on there. Oh yeah, never mind. I don't need the windows because I did that. I forgot all about doing that. Oh goodness, special moments with Cluster Duck. Too big. See, I'd like those up there better like that. And it won't let me rotate them in to get the smaller triangle. That won't look good at all. I just think those going down that side would take away from it. And honestly, if anything, I technically should make one side just a little wider. Hey, pop off! I'm doing stuff. Don't jump on me like that. Make me nervous. You want to be like your mama? I'm not that much of a jerk. Kind of feel bad now because that could have been the mama, and I like Triceratops. It's so cute though. It's like a tiny Triceratops. Don't run. I'm not gonna kill you. I'm probably gonna adopt you because I feel bad. There. It's the closest I've seen to straight up Triceratops in this game. What the heck are you? You ugly, that's what you is. Sorry. I shouldn't discriminate, but you are kind of fugly. I'm just saying. Alright, let's creatures. I forgot I had this thing. Wait a minute, no, I didn't have that. That's where my cluster mouse was. Where's my cluster mouse? Why did that replace my mouse? Nah, he's gonna grow up to look like that. I don't know. Never mind. I don't care for how it looks. But yeah, that's where my cluster mouse was. That's aggravating. I'll have to figure out what happened. Alright, let's do the numbers. I don't know what the actual Enterprise's numbers are. But I am going to put the 70 on the side of this, because if I remember correctly, at least those numbers were on the Enterprise. And Tammy, I'm building the Navy ship Enterprise, not the USS Enterprise from Star Trek. Honestly, I should make them bigger than that. That's big as it'll go. Alright, we'll just do this then. The line of the 7 broke off will be right there. And then the line of the 0 maxed out. I'll do the same thing just above that line so I know I got it lined up. Right, just above it. Right there. It's straight. Even though it's on the door, but it's straight. And that is progress. What the? Yeah. I don't know, just something like that seems like it should be there. Would help if I make it centered though. There we go. All right, I do want some of these in places. Just got to figure out, like, where. Maybe, like, right here. Like, some small ones. Again, the color is going to match. There we go. Like, I don't want them humongous in every place or anything like that. Just where they kind of would make sense being. Like, back here, I could put a big one. Because that could be like, or, yeah, like on this. It's wanting to go in the other side. I don't want it inside. I want it outside. Or on this. Because this is designed to be almost like it's, a feeder for that weapon. So that could be like a cooling port, and this would be like the feeder to help cool it off, keep it from overheating as it's firing. That's the idea, anyways. Little robot. How high up you gonna be though? If I put you down there. No, I ain't gonna put you in. Yeah, I do want to do something like this though. Here. Alright. Looks about level. Cool. We got the readout there. We got that. This is almost something off of what I've seen on the ships where they have this area here cut out. I can't remember what they actually use this section for. I think it's maybe when they get to port they can lower that section down and drive bigger equipment in and out. So this would actually fold down and then they can drive like tanks or things like that inside. And here, I know I put those big glass windows, but honestly, I think I should put windows here too. But like maybe this kind, not that kind. Because that, I don't know. Let's see. I think, and take these out down here. Makes a little more sense. Have those up there like that, and then that down there. Yeah. Of course, now I got that part way sticking through, so delete you. And we're gonna move you. Oh, come on. Stop. There, now I ain't through that dang window. Well, it's not through the window. Nobody sees anything. Alright, we got that, we got that. Honestly, I should put another entrance for me to get in and out of through up here somewhere. So, I'm thinking... I wonder how that would look if I put one. It probably won't function though. Let me see something. I gotta get farther away from it. Alright, by the computer. Here we go. This part, and then B. I would get rid of that window and put that there. Out of range. That figures. Let me see if I just hold on to it and go over here. It's probably going to say I'm out of range of base or something. Yeah, it still is. It is snapping, though. Not where I want it, but it snapped. Yeah, because it won't work either way, because the thing comes down and you would have to be able to get enough room to go up in it. I don't think it would work. It might work here. I just don't know. I'll try on the spaceport to see if I can maybe work something in there like that. Until then, I'm going to go in here and place a stairwell, like maybe like right here. Actually, I can just do it from here. There we go. Now we got a quick in. Oh, all right. Let's go out real quick. And we're gonna delete that base piece. Actually, it ain't gonna let me have to do it like this. Delete base. I'm gonna get a drink real quick. Ah, that's better. Now, I thought about painting this, but also the colors are actually really close to what a ship should be. It's going to be obviously a darker gray than this, but changing all those colors might be a pain in the butt, but I'm going to try it anyway when I get back. Sorry, my nose is getting stuffy for some reason. It's probably allergies or something. Oh, great. The ship is, change view. There we go. The game did that to me, the other day when I played. And some reason from this view, it's not happy. So we will get out here. We will get to there, I'll save and then reload, and that whole invisible crap will disappear. Oh, no. And the game... not happy for some reason. Yep, game crashed on me. I think it didn't like one of the mods. Before I load up the game, let me go and get rid of the one mod I think it might not be happy with. Which, no, it shouldn't be any problems, because none of the mods that I'm currently using would cause a problem, except for, you know, me using way more pieces. But other than that, I don't think it should cause any problems. I don't know. We'll find out. If it goes invisible on me, I know what it is. But I think it's just maybe because I have so many parts I'm using, and it's not happy. Yes, I could have made this smaller. But do I want to? Alright. We're at a save point. Let's get back on. And see, it's perfectly visible right now. Will it glitch and crash into things that aren't there? That's possible. This thing steers like a frickin' old Cadillac from like the 1960s. A lamb boat. There we go. Steers like a boomer mobile. There you go. I do like it though. Like I'm not like disappointed in it. I do like how it looks, especially while you're flying. You get this view. It would look so awesome though if I could get a ship landed on it. Or like I could probably put those crash ship pieces on there. It would give the look, and I could actually, ooh, I could paint this completely rusted out and then put the crash ships on it, and then it would look like it's like a ghost ship almost. That could be interesting. We'll see if it works when we get in there. I still fit though, at least. All right. First thing, I want to see if I can get a landing thing in it right there. Probably not, but we're gonna try. I like the name it gave it, Bar to Jeopardy, but I'll probably rename it at some point. Okay, it will go there, but I think taking you out and then put you... Oh, you're not going to go on side. Oh yeah, I can't put it on side, so, but that window had to go anyway. Apply edits. And let's just go up here and see how bad this is. Yeah, you can't even get in. If I deleted this piece, could probably get in. Was that a problem? But I don't know how it'll look, so let's just try, see what it looks like with that piece deleted. We'll go from there. Alright, delete you. Let's move you here real quick. This comes out, and then I need a short one back there. You right where you were, and then this. All right, let's see if I can actually get inside from there. I'm just curious. Yeah, you can. That's actually kind of cool. Obviously, the longer one would make it harder to get down here. So, I think I'm going to leave that. I like that. It's almost like a secret entrance you don't know is there. Alright. On to making this thing look like a rust bucket. If it'll work. I'm not sure. Dang it, I didn't want to do that. Where did I take you out? Oh, wait a minute. I hit E, didn't I? I'm good. Withered. Okay. Dark weathered. I think that looks better than that. Too dark. That actually would work too. Is that... It's just a shade darker than that. But that actually looks like it would be closer. Too bright. Way rusty. I don't know. No, too dark. What was it? That one? That one? You? Or you? I think I'll go with the more rust. So let's go with the more rust. I'll do this one side and see how I'm liking it. I don't think I'll have a problem with this, to be honest. Rusty. Window. It's too dark. Why is it doing it like that? I want to rust. That's about close as I can get it with them. I think I'm just not going to do the windows. There. I think that's close as I'm going to get with that. Yeah. Okay, I can work with that. So, change that and that to match that. And you are going to go rust. And it was this one, wasn't it? No. There we go. Not what I wanted, but it'll work. No. Dang it. I'm gonna have to redo this. Cockpit, you're coming out. Copy you. Put you there. Copy you. Put you there. Take you out. Cockpit is back. Huh, I wonder how that cockpit would look. It adds an extra gun up there, technically. That's not bad. Alright. Weathered finish, and it was this one. You. Rust. To... Okay, there we go. That's good for that. What about you? And you? Same rust and that. Alright, these. Rusty. And you. Dang it, I hit that thing again. Rusty. That's not going to change now. Alright, you were... Not that. Not that. Too bright. Was it this? That one. I just gotta remember where windows are. It's gonna have to be changed, but I'm actually digging the rust. Alright. Let's start with the bottom part here. Orange. I just noticed my music's on. Alright, let's get some music going. I like having music in the bathroom. Background while I'm streaming. Words are hard. I guess I don't mind music in the bathroom either, but still. At least all these I'm not going to have to click because, you know, a lot of the internal ones I ain't got to worry about. I really liking how it's looking with the rust because it also gives me an excuse to be able to put them crash ships on there. So making it look like it's been like that for years, I think it'll be kind of cool. If I could just put holes in the ship, that would be neat. Rusted out engines. Make sure I didn't miss this one. Yeah, I got it. That's done, that's done. Let's, okay, that. Oh, it didn't go weird on me. All right. Rust. And nope. What was the color that worked? I think that just ain't gonna go where I want it. Yeah, it's wanting to go shiny no matter what I do. So we're just going to go with what I had then. Mike, how's it going? So, Mike, what I'm doing right now, and I've been letting everybody know when they first come in because, you know, it's a big ship, and what I'm doing is making the Enterprise, and I don't mean the Star Trek Enterprise, I mean the Navy ship, the Enterprise, that they made. I think they even named it off of the ship from Star Trek originally. But I'm doing like a one that's been in space a long time. It's rusty, you know, almost like a ghost ship kind of thing. Yeah, I didn't think that would change. And this one doesn't change either. This one does, but doesn't really change much, does it? Yeah, see, not much on them change. You need to change. Rust and orange. So, it didn't even take me long to make this thing look rusted out. There's been many Enterprises. Yeah, I know there was like a one from what was it? A 1700s. I think there was an Enterprise, a famous Enterprise. I mean, it was owned by the East India Company. I'm just guessing. I think. All right, now I got this. Apply the edits first, and I got a save point. All right, now we're gonna do this. Decorations. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to do those from outside the ship. I like how it looks like this, actually. All right. Now I just got to find the crash ships. There we go. Roan starships. Actually, make more sense if it was like this direction. Actually, no. I guess because the way you're facing. Let's just delete you and I'll replace you again. This one. Yeah, I don't want you down inside the ship so much. Why the heck are you clicking up there but not here? Actually, I'll put you in the rear of the ship. Like right there, because I don't go back there anyway. So it wouldn't be that much of a problem. Oh, I gotta move you just a bit. Like right there. We'll shrink you slightly. There. My ex-GPA served on the Enterprise in Vietnam. Wow. He has a Captain Pike, no shit. There's a crew roster picture. Oh, that's awesome. Alright, did this one, this one I know this did. Starship Remnant, I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do, actually, let's duplicate you. Well, like, they're not exactly like lined up like they should be, but they're there, kind of thing. Actually, they could go back a lot farther, so let's do that. You can hang over just a little bit. There. You need to go back right about there. I gotta watch because I don't want to block off my stairwell there either. Okay, there. Now that makes more sense because, you know, they would be lined up like this. Except you. I think I'm gonna have you like you trying to land and you crashed. Like that. There we go. And I got the crash one there. I got that. I think that works. I like it. Let's see. Go to build mode. And just get us a nice actual look from it. From the distance we can. Okay, I may want to change the colors of the flowers if I can. But other than that, it's not bad. Like a ghost battleship. Alright. G. Let's check. Obviously rust. Change the colors. No, nothing changes. Okay. So, it is what it is with those. So, I got the secret entrance I could take over here. Drop down. Let's, change you. Rusty. Bam. And anything else I can reach? Rusty. And then over, go all the way down this way, and there's a ladder over there. Okay. Can't even see crap through that window. Let's see. I guess I'd put some crew quarters in this thing too. Where am I going to do that at? I guess this section would be good as any. Like this back wall. No, I'm going to leave this for whatever. Because it's so much room in this thing, which is probably another reason this thing kind of glitched for a little bit. I'm going to go to the next floor down, and then we'll just keep that where a lot of the main stuff is. Is this the one that takes me to the deck? Yes. And then that one takes me up towards the cockpit. Alright, awesome. And that takes me downstairs. These are all storage. Oh, good. That stupid thing is gone. I can put this back. I had a freaking missile like right in the middle here for some reason. Well, I know the reason. It's just, it was stupid. I say that, but I'm not giving a good explanation. No, I was placing them down, and when I did, it caused it to glitch inside for some reason. Okay, I'm gonna close this section off with something. Can I put that there? Probably ain't gonna let me. No. Ah! Stop tripping! Stop tripping out! I wonder if I did... Oh, that's cool. Will you work? Yeah, you work. Awesome, I can put doors in. But this is, I purposely like did this so like there's a long path going all the way to those stairs. And then this section, honestly, I want to close off, and you just have to go that way to get into it. So we're gonna close this part off. We'll put another door in. Like, you can go in, but, you know, if there's something there telling you, hey, this ain't the way you need to be going. Alright, there's nothing but crew quarters all the way down. Alright, I'm gonna leave an entrance at a couple of these, though. Alright, that's open. We'll leave that open there. Crew berth there. We'll leave that one open. Honestly, I should leave a couple of these like farther up here, but I think that's fine. You got your way in over here. Alright. Then we got mess hall. Let's see. Got this entrance here, so, and that's blocked, so I might as well put another one of these in. Alright, and come in this section. I think that should be just an open hallway here. But then up here, we can put medical pods. Come on. You know you want to click. There you go. Alright. These whole things will be here. Medical pods completely in this section. And like, yeah, this is the one I wanted to keep open. So I don't need this one open then, because I got that open down there. So let's put that there, just so it looks like, you know, there's controls for it and stuff. Plus there's a way up in here. Huh. Actually, we're gonna put a doorway. Doorway there. And then a doorway here. This can be just a straight up hallway that they can go up and down. This, I think I'll put a doorway there. I have a feeling this is going to end up making problems for me, but that's okay. All right, over here. I can put the living walls and things like that. All right, I put a door there, so then that can go there. Wait a minute, where did it go? Did it go through here? Yes, it did. No, that's not where you go. Stop trying to go to that side. Go to this side. Why does it keep wanting to go there? All right, well, that's getting a doorway, I guess, because it's not wanting to close off. I don't got nothing. Well, I can block it off, so let's just block it off. There we go. Blocked off now. Doorway. Coming down. Got this. I think I want to block this off too. As I said, this is going to be the hallway down to all that stuff, so. This doesn't need an entrance. Over here. Let's see. Yeah, we'll put the living walls here. And one there. And why wouldn't you go there earlier? But now you're going. Now I don't need that stupid thing. It's buried in there now. Oh well. I ain't gonna fret over it. Alright, these sections, I think I'm gonna put a wall here to block this last part off. So let's put that in. Nice. And then this I could block off, but I'm just going to put a door. All right, now I got that doorway there. This section, I could put something other than the berth, you know, these in, but waste disposal unit. Yeah, I could put some of those in. Why the heck you want to go the wrong? Oh, it's because it's so big. You can only have them on one wall. Never mind. Alright, so this is going to be the trash room. And I'll decorate as such. Let's see. There's some racks or something. There would be no reason for brick on a ship like this. A little generator or something, like, let's back up. Shrink you down. Make it like storage room or something for pieces. And then where's the racks at? Here we go. It really let me search it. That's funny. There. That's better. Oh, there's already just fan things in there. So let's just put you there for the heck of it. Okay. Well, this whole bottom half is kind of covered because this goes to your rooms, the mess hall, and all that. Then back up this way. The main door. Come in, the arrow's pointing where you need to go to get upstairs. And then all the way down here to get the stairs. What did I put in there? Just, it's just random. Nothing special. Alright. Here, I think I put these here just because I didn't want you to get lost, but it's pretty self-explanatory if it's right in front of you. So delete that, and we're going to get rid of the one that's in here too, because I could fill them up downstairs. Keep all that stuff downstairs where it belongs. Alright, let's cover these walls up. There. Now that's covered up. I don't think I have another way to get all the way back there where that's at because I blocked it completely off. Yeah, I have that blocked off, so I can't even get to that part anyway. Yep, awesome. I ain't even got to worry about it now. Yeah. That's the refinery unit I used to block that whole hallway. Alright. Back upstairs. These sections I don't think I'm gonna mess with. I think I will make this up here like the captain's room where his bed is and stuff, but ain't no really any place to put it because I can't put stuff there with the walls. Yeah, I didn't think it would let me do anything like that. Like I could put it right there, but that's right as you come up the stairs and it's going to be in the way. I could block that window there with it, or this window. Like I could put this there, but I ain't gonna worry about it. And I got these windows all used up too. So we're just gonna stick with what we got and see. Oh, okay, we're gonna get out of it. We're gonna save. All right, now we're going to mode select. So, and we're gonna reload into it and see if that takes care of it wanting to crash out. If not, I'm gonna have to take probably all that stuff off the deck of the ship. But it looks cool. All right. All right, let's see what happens. Yay! That's a bonus. No collision. I did notice all the extra guns and stuff I put on the ship when I was down on the planet are gone. I guess I consider them part of the thing I did. So I would actually have to add the guns back. What's smoking? Is that the section I have those little motors and stuff and it's leaving smoke? Because that's actually kind of cool. Yeah, right through the deck. Why not? I have a feeling this is going to cause so much trouble trying to go on my freighter because it's so big. Let's find out how bad I effed up doing this. All right, capital ship. Well, at least you're still 100 times bigger than me. Okay. Smooth parking so far. I don't understand the rotation thing. Because that just don't make a whole lot of sense to me. Alright. Down this stairs, and I think this floor is next floor down. And I should be able to get to that extra exit that I made. Just gotta remember where it is. Okay, it's on the other side of this wall down here. Here we go. That must be popular today. The Normandy is so cool. Okay, I could barely see it. Oh, okay, so I have 2 of those at least. I got 2 ships that are damned? I don't remember having 2. Infected. Okay, that ain't good. Well, I know I figured I had a couple pirate vessels. I just thought I didn't have that many. Alright. We're gonna go back to here. No, not over there. Not over there. There. Because that's where the place I was building a base is. And we're gonna land and see how it does with all its glitchiness. Alright, this way. Here. Uppies. More uppies. And some more uppies. My ship is so slow. Big as it is, can't expect much. Alright, our home planet's this way. I gotta get a good... You know what? Actually, we're gonna stop right here. I'm gonna get a good picture of it, a screenshot of it. Actually, stop moving! I need you, like, in the light. There we go. I want to get a good picture of you. You're not going to let me off? There we go. What the heck's going on here? Why the heck are these glitched out? Oh well, it's just not rendered in for some reason. Let's try to get some pictures of this thing. Trying to get a good shot, like, downwards on it. There we go. Right there, that's a good screenshot. I'm gonna take one real quick. And then we're gonna go get a back shot. Okay, that didn't sound right. We're gonna take a shot of the ship from the back. There we go. I'm not taking a back shot. I'm just gonna take a shot of the ship from its back. There we go. Perfect. All right, now let's find our way to the home planet, wherever the heck that is. I'm not even showing the freaking thing on my map. There it is. Is it? Wait a minute. Back up, back up. Showing on the radar that way. Is it on this planet behind me and I'm just a dummy? I can't see it if it is. I know I could see it when I was on the station, so let's just go there. When I came out of the station, I mean. Jeez. It's terrible to steer. Ah! I'm gonna have to mod the ship so it steers better. Oh yeah, that's not glitching at all. Alright, we're just gonna fly right back out. Alright. Yeah, this is the home planet. Ain't this the one I named? No. Where is the planet that has my thing on it? There it is. Wonder why I couldn't see Dorito. Oh, this thing ain't gonna land on that planet. Oh, goodness. I don't think it's gonna be able to land. I'm gonna have to switch it out. Because this planet is a water planet for the most part. There is some green land over that way, and obviously no. I decided to go where there's no land at all showing up on the outside of the planet. And I found two little Doritos in the middle of the water to build on. And you think a ship that looks like, you know, something that would keep most of its time in water would be totally fine. But no, it doesn't have water landing. All right, we're gonna try land. I'm just gonna hold E down and try to get somewhere. It's not happy. You are not happy, are you? Why are you pointing that direction? Technically, I could jump. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Never mind. I was just gonna jump off and summon a different ship while this thing was floating, but we're out of here. Yeah, this is... What the heck is going on here? Is it... I wonder if it's doing the same thing on the other side. I'll delete those. The waste disposal units. Let's get rid of them. They're not... Ain't like they're important at all, so... Nothing else is. Just the waste disposal unit doing something like that. I wonder if that's something they haven't, like, 100% get the glitches out of. Because it is somewhat newer, that thing they added. So, I got my fighters. And this looks like it could have been another fighter. What's left of one? This is... hauler, maybe? Wing, anyways. And this was definitely like a hauler, because I don't think... Well, that could have been an explorer, but I think that was probably a hauler, though. And if you're wondering why there's another ship here, it's not a ship. This is actually just a base I made. Sorta. I'm going to build another one on that side, but I wanted to look like there's a crash ship here. So you just go in here, you go down, you can go to the cockpit. You can't actually, you know, do anything with it, but you can go to it. But it likes to glitch you out of the ship. I did put a few things in here, but I don't think I didn't go crazy decorating inside yet. I do want to decorate the inside, at least that way you see stuff in these sections. But I'm not going to worry too much about how I decorate the rest of the way down, I think. You know what, tree, you could stay there, but that tree over there is probably going to have to go. Or did it get destroyed when I tried to land? Oh, that's one way to do it then. Alright, first of all, let's summon a ship that is a little less girthy and can land on water. You know what you'll do? Just land. You can land on water? I have aqua jets on you. And that's actually the last ship I have that's not a Corvette. I'm not getting rid of Ghost. It's too good of a ship. And it was so hard to capture a white one. Well, capture is find a white one's better way to put it. Oh. Oh yeah, that don't disappear when I summon that. Alright. This is my smallest ship. And it does land on water if it wants to. Is it not wanting us to be summoned? Okay, fine. I have a way to fix it. We leave this planet, then teleport back. I also wanna, before I end the stream tonight, I am gonna double check. Let's just see, what do we got here? Salty bar. What the heck did what was the salty bar? I don't even remember that one. I had no clue what that one is. Unless it's where I was playing with Salty when he was playing this game with me. Eva? Oh, the solar system's Eva. I don't remember this place. assault. Oh, yeah, okay, I kind of remember. I just wanted to make a bar one night. Okay. Where's the teleporter in this place? There it is. Alright, let's fly back to Dorito. And... the other ship should be gone by now. Or at least floating above the land, I'm hoping. And it's gone. And you're here. Good boy. Alright, so for do that, let's fly back. Well, I don't need you now because that thing's, you know, gone. Huh. I don't want to try taking it because I think I still am connected online. I don't think it's a good idea to take that particular one to the Nexus. Just saying. This one actually is no problem at all. This one is the gold star. That one's actually pretty good. This one turned out all right also. It's actually really nice. This one is like a giant gun. And you're a monster that's too big. I know I'm sitting here just trying to think which one I want to fly, but... the giant scorpion. Alright, scorpion. You didn't fight me, so... where's something toxic? Is it the planet? I don't see nothing toxic over there. Just my ghost. Yeah, a lot of stairs. The cockpit's in the tail of the scorpion. But this thing's a lot faster than other stuff. Considering how many engines and boosters are on it. This thing hasn't glitched out anything. Of course, I haven't tried to decorate the outside of it either. And the thing is, too, just because I can see it, they might not see it. Or render, it might not render it all in completely for them. I hope it does. I'm pretty proud of how this thing turned out. Just because I wanted to make something that looked kind of like a bug, and it worked. Because that's technically the face of the scorpion right there. And then you got the legs, and then the tail with the stinger, and the cockpit's up there. Let's see what the other ones are. That one with a lot of windows wasn't too bad looking. That one's kind of small, but not bad at all. All right, let's check this thing out. See how far everybody is, and I think I'll do at least one expedition depending on what's available. This is mine. I played a lot off stream to try to help get this thing moving because I really want to complete these. We're still in second place. We really need to catch up. See, assist Polo, no. Swarm activity detected. System engaged. Swarm space combat. Heck yeah, that's what I want. I want to go shoot stuff. How the heck did you get that? All right, I'm going to stop the music for the fight just because it doesn't match. All right, looks like we're going right there. Summon squadron. All right, where is oh, you got in the way of me doing my thing. I don't want to do this. I want to fight. And communication, go away. Where is it? Did it reset on me because of that stupid thing? It does that sometimes. If you get interrupted, it completely clears the quest and you got to go back and come back out for the quest. Somebody, they haven't unlocked Corvettes yet for this, but yet somebody did have a Corvette one time coming through, and looks like I'm looking at a Corvette over there. Yeah. Like, how'd you get a Corvette? And why does it look like a flying saucer? That's actually really cool. They probably glitched the shit out of it to do it. Alright, let's get the right quest. Log. Purge swarm. Okay, that's the one I want, right? Alright, hopefully we won't get interrupted this time. There we go. Here we go. Shit! Oh yeah, that was good. I enjoyed. Kinda wish it lasted longer, but I enjoyed it. Thing is, I think I might end up keeping this ship depending on when the expedition's over and if I can make another Corvette in an expedition and if I like it or not, because I did get rid of my other one like that to build an extra Corvette. I'm having like buyer's remorse. So And finding that one, I was like, oh, I might want to keep it. All right, so I can't do that. This one is assist polo. Swarm detected the little system. Introduce feedback scrambler to the swarm. Okay. Let's do it real quick. So I just gotta set some kind of feedback thing to the swarm. Got it. That's where we're heading. All right, here we go. Let's do this thing. I built a base around one of these. Is there anything to scan? Is that something I could make a pet? Because I don't have any pets on this. I don't think. And that's kind of cool. I could offer you food. You're a giant ball. Yes, please. Appy? Question mark? Gently pat. I can induce an egg. Why not? You hungry? I just fed you. Here, have another treat. Tootin' ball. Yeah, about looks like it. It's definitely got a gas thing going on. Is that a thing? Or is that's a rock? I was about to say, is that's one I can capture. I want that one. All right. Let's yeah, we'll go with this one. Swarm has a road firewall, guard network, flood system with nanites. Silica powder. We're gonna overclock it. Home builds, flashing warnings, glass clears. Hive no longer has access to this node. Operations cease. Okay, I wasn't sure if I would get attacked, so that's why I was kind of making sure. All right, creature. Dismiss him so he don't stay out and I don't leave him behind. And I'm gonna be nice. Put one of these down for somebody. All right. I would do the well, I can do the Atlas one. I'm not going to go out and look for the stuff, but I will check it. And well, not Atlas, but anyway, check see if I have the actual materials he needs on me. I think they're all easy like dailies in other games. Yeah. Oh, I found out unique. They got a blue one. Of course, mine's red because I'm on a red team, but still. Blue team's kicking ass. It started off green was kicking ass, but then... So, okay, we'll see if we have the stuff he needs. And if I don't, I'm not going to bother doing it. Ask black hole coordinates? Why do I want to give you stuff I don't need. Whatever. I ain't that worried about. Oh yeah, it's the egg. Might as well. I don't really have anything I think will be worth a dang, but I'm gonna try that. Ooh, increases height. That's awesome. Gold. Phenomenal. Okay, you're nothing good for that then. What else is in here? Yeah? No. Okay, you're good. No. What can work on coloring? This? So it's mostly just me clicking things on here and hoping some of those might actually do something. These? What else do I have? These? But I'm just gonna leave them on there. And star bulb. But let's go. Unstable. I don't care. Holy crap! I got one of these? I've never been able to capture those before. So being able to hatch one, that's kind of awesome. I never got a moving crystal thing. That's cool. He's ambitious. Yeah, they're both bees, combat and all that, but I didn't plan on actually using them for the Pokemon battles and stuff, but I might. That's still cool. I'm happy I got that. Alright guys, that's where I'm going to call this tonight. Thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate you. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I am going to raid somebody, so stick around just for a little bit longer. And when you get there, make sure you throw some ducks in her chat. Tell them I said hi. And I will be back tomorrow night for some more gaming. Might be a surprise. Might even do this again. Who knows? It looks like we got Mama Gamer She's playing something, so let's raid her. Y'all have a great night, and I will see y'all back tomorrow.